to maybe entertain you a little bit. So if it says was live, you're catching the replay. You can type hashtag replay. Let me know what your weather is like. I sure hope you all have power and you are safe from the storms. We just dealt with that here in Texas. It took almost an entire week. So I get it. In the South, it's totally different. If you're from the North, you guys aren't going to really fully grasp how debilitating it can be to a city to have snow and ice in your town when they do not treat the roads. So I'm so sorry. But here we are. We're going to get together a little bit. Hope you guys are good. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hope you are doing awesome. I just want to make sure. I think I didn't change my pinned comment. So let me get that pulled up. Cold and very snowy. You know what? It is cold here. I was in my garage this morning. And let me just change my pinned comment because I know I did not. It was -1 with the wind chill. So that's officially cold, right? So my hands, I was bundled up, my body was fine, but I need my hands to like, actually, I don't know if I can do it this way now. We'll just go into the live and do it. I actually need my hands to like get things out of the laser and package things and everything. So I really can't be wearing gloves or anything like that. I have my space heater on, I had all my clothes, warm clothes on, and whatnot, but man, my hands were just frozen, even in the garage. It was not good. All right, it's not showing me live here. I know I'm live. All right, well, ignore the pinned comment until, oh, there we go. I can do it now. The key word today, you guys, is strength. Strength. So type the word strength, and I apologize. I did not, this is the one component that I did not change before I went live. So let me find that pinned comment. It is not snowdrop, it is strength. Edit. So I'm going to change that to strength. There we go. There's your keyword, strength. If you want the product list, type that. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Hi, Linda and Cindy. It should work. Yay, it worked. Okay, great. Let's get started. I hate when I have to like delay start. So you guys, I have this box. I think I got this box at Walmart, but it could have been Hobby Lobby. I have changed this box a few times. I'm changing it again. I have been changing my decor up quite a bit this past week or so. I'm like, I am tired of looking at this, so I'm going to change it. So I'm going to take some vanilla paste. I need to fill more water in here. 19 with the wind chill. Donna, it's so cold. It's too cold for us Texans, right? We expect it to be warmer. So I'm just going to go over what's here. Hopefully I can cover this up. Oh, you know what? I have another paint I can use. I may use the other paint because I want to use this for that. We're going to use this, okay? It's just an off-white. It's an off-white color from, what's this color? From Waverly. We're going to paint this cover. We're going to paint both sides, actually. And I really don't care at all if I like the brown look. It's kind of I want this to look a little bit old. So I may just go a little bit over it, but then we're going to probably rough it up anyway, so I'm not super worried about getting it. You know what, let's paint over it because we can always add a little antiquing to it, right? So guys, all morning I've been in a training through Chalk called The Art of Business, and just learning more things about you know, being on social media and all that stuff, but I want to come live with you because I'm learning a lot, which is awesome. But also, Jace wants to go to the boat show later. There is a boat show in Dallas. We are not getting a boat. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I know he probably has different plans, but we have a boat. We do not need another one. Or a different one. Ours is fine, but he would like to go to the boat show. So that's what we're doing today. But I wanted to give you the opportunity to see what I'm making today, but then also give you a little sneak peek into my craft box for February. Last day for the January one, you guys, my little jar of hearts. That you can get if you type the word strength. You will find the link to that. It says January, Etsy January box. This is not dry. You can get that by the end of today. If not, it's the last day to get it, okay? Tomorrow on Etsy, I'm going to show you my February craft box like right this second here. As soon as I get this dry. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. But if you want it today, hi, Diana Gardner. How are you? We are changing up a little box here. And I'm giving you some info about my February craft box coming up. Craft kit, I guess is what I call it. So it'll go live on Etsy. There are two options for it, actually. They will be listed individually on Etsy tomorrow. But you can get them both today, a day early, if you would like them both. If you just want one, you can get it tomorrow on my Etsy site, or you can grab them both individually tomorrow. But today I'm bundling them together for anyone that would like them today. And all you have to do is, we keep it simple here. I'm going to show it to you, and then if you want them both, you can just type the word kit in the comments, and then what I'll do is I will invoice you afterwards for both. If you order them both, you're going to get a price discount, okay? Otherwise, you get them on Etsy. They're each going to be, one is 16 and one is 17. Let me just show you, okay? While we got our box ready to go, let me show you I'm so excited. I did a sneak peek of this yesterday in my VIP group. For those who were there, you already saw it, but I'm going to show you now. Cindy wants them both. Okay, awesome. Okay, so here there are two options. You can get them both today if you type kit. And then if you've never ordered from me, you got to send me your email and your mailing address. You can send it in Messenger, okay? So you're getting one or the other or both. Today you can get both, okay? These will be listed tomorrow on Etsy. 16 for this one, 17 for this one. Okay, this one's a little bigger. It's got a little more wood on it, so that's why. But if you want them both, you can get them both for 30, okay? And they will ship together, okay? So just type kit and I will message you or send you your invoice later. There's no ManyChat for it. It's just, I will go look for you in the comments. But this is them. I'm so excited. And these will be available through the month of February, okay? And only for that month. Okay, so now you know. I'll show it again at the end if you're just popping on and you missed it. We don't want you to miss it. Okay. Now, for the rest of this, and Cindy, I will get it for you. Send you your invoice. Hello, Jen. All right. We are going to paint our letters. And I got a couple ideas for this. Well, one idea for both sides. How about that? And what I'm going to do with this, because I want it to look a little bit, oh, I didn't get a green. I want it to look a little rustic. That's my language for old. We're gonna just paint it all in this vanilla, okay? Which is like an off white. But I'm not gonna worry too much about full coverage or anything like that. We're gonna see what it looks like when it's dry. But this does not have to be fully covered, okay? At least for the look I'm going for this time. Whoops. These are so cute. Is there etching on the eyes? I'm so bad. Yes, so the I can hold it. I'll hold them up close. Risha, hi Risha. Hi. Oh, Renee. Hi, Renee. I will hold it up close. Yes, what I did for the eye, and I will post a video. I have the reels already made on how I made those. Those will get posted tomorrow and the following day. I have one video for each of the ones I created, so you get like an up close. You can always ask me if you can't find the video when you're ready to create. You can just always message me and I'll tag you in it. But if you order my craft kit, I always send with my craft kits, you guys, the QR code in your box so that it'll take you right to the video, the link to the video. That way, I mean, of course you can message me and I will always send it to you, but if you don't, you know, this way you'll have it at your fingertips and you can always watch the video, you know, at your leisure. The reason I switched from doing them live to making reels is because the lives go away and I do post them on YouTube. But not everybody's on YouTube. If you find me on Facebook, you probably want to watch it on Facebook, was my idea. So I'm just trying to make it as convenient for you to find so that when you're ready, because some of them have, like these do not, but some of them have a lot of pieces to them and you don't always know where they go. Hello, Kim Daniels. So Renee, here is this one. The eyes are etched and I literally use the paint marker for the eyes on both of them. And I actually used mine are pretty fat. So I went through and did all the white part first, and then I went back and I did the black part, which is easier to cover, you know, if you go over. So that's how I did it, but you will see a video on it too. Hi, Ellen. That's okay, Ellen, I totally get it. All right, Donna, I will message you. Thank you, guys. But I always, for my craft kits, or post videos with them. And whether you need the link sent to you directly or I send you a paper one, probably both. I'm just going to do one more quick coat because I had my brush pretty wet and that vanilla went on pretty thin. So I'm going to do one more quick coat of the vanilla. And then we're going to put this together. That's going to be so cute. This project may end up having my husband with a project. Because I do not have a green thumb. Do not. The only thing that I have been able to take care of well as far as plants go are orchids. And that took some time, and that was forced because I kept getting them as gifts from my parents at school, which is, you know, so kind of them. But you guys, I mean, anyway, so orchids are easy because you do not have to water them all the time. No, Jen, that's not what I said. Renee said, oh, great. I love having QR codes. Sounds good. Thank you. You're welcome, Renee. No, backpedal. Jen, what I said is everybody that does a live video, the lives are deleted after 30 days. So if I do my craft kit live and you don't do yours within that 30-day period, that video gets deleted from Facebook. I don't do it This is the powers that be that do it. So I do post all of my live videos I'm live right now on YouTube at the same time so that you can refer to it. But a lot of people, you know, if you find me here, you want to watch me here is what I figured. So this is why Reels do not get deleted. Hello, Patricia. And so instead, I'm making Reels with my craft kits so you can always find them on Facebook. That's what I was saying. Okay, so I am sanding all of these. We're just preparing the surface, no big deal. Happy Sunday. Sunday? It is not Sunday. Hello, Patricia Brown. Happy Saturday. Hey, you got an extra day in the weekend, my friend. It's only Saturday. But if you're like me and been stuck in the house all last week, you probably don't know what day it is. No, that's okay, Jen. No worries. No worries at all. Thanks for... It's better you ask. Hey, look, you guys, I cleaned my wax pad. And the way... I don't know if you have these, but you can clean your wax pads with Dawn dish soap. It is awesome. I put a bunch of soap on here. Patricia. I put a bunch of Dawn dish soap and then I just scrub it. And then I just leave them air dry because whatever. And I have two so that I can clean one and use another one. But you know me. You guys know me. I just use them both and then they're both dirty. It's a great plan in theory if you actually follow the plan, but I do not. Happy Saturday, Patricia Brown. There you go. Hey, I'm back to work, so don't shorten my weekend. I'm just teasing you. Okay, here we go. I have 2 pieces of greenery, and then all of these words, okay? Now, there are more words on the transfer we're going to use. We're not going to use them today, but when you follow the LINK in Messenger to my Etsy shop, if you would like these, you're going to get all the cutouts, not just the ones I used today, okay? The way I have my shop is that you get them all. Everything that's on the transfer, you get all of them, okay? It just keeps it simple. Okay. So what we're going to do is get my transfer out. And you know what, guys? I didn't even get it out of the package today. I was so excited to go live. I didn't do it. Okay. This is the transfer we're using today, you guys. These are reusable. They're silk screen. I use them all the time. We're not using these words today. Okay? But it says sage for strength, parsley for comfort, rosemary for faithfulness, thyme for courage, and then you get some greenery, okay? So what we're going to do, what are we going to do? We're going to cut up our transfer. And I personally do not like to cut through the transfer like this. I like to lift the edge, run my transfer trimmers through the cut lines, they call them. There are these little lines in between. And then that way everything's on my backer sheet. I don't have to fuss with it. You could cut it apart, but if you like to cut yours apart, I would highly recommend that you write on the back of the backer sheet part what goes on the front, because you're going to get them all apart and then not know what goes where, okay? So I would label them if you like to cut up your transfer. The letters you sent us free with the order, can you do numbers too in that size? You like those? Sure, I can do numbers. I've been I can do, Cindy, I can do anything. I'm just kidding, a little bit. I can do anything. If you would like numbers, tell me in the comments. A lot of times, guys, when you place an order on my Etsy site, I do freebies and I send different things. A lot of people got some free shapes in the last batch of orders. Hearts and snowflakes, buttons, I think is what I sent. A month before, I was giving out alphabet. What numbers would you like? Are there specific numbers, or just 1 through 9? Or what size would you like? Type that in the comments, what you would use the most, do you think? All right, so we're gonna use these small ones, and I'm just gonna fuzz them all and get them ready to use while you're typing that out. Good to see you too, Brenda. Hi, Amanda. Tell me what size, like the same size, I get that, but you just want 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Or are there specific numbers that you want? Do you want like 20, 26? I'd like to send you things that you think you can use. So it would be very helpful for me if you can let me know what that might be. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. All right, and then we're going to use these larger florals today, so we're going to pull this out too. And I'm just going to line everything up and chalk on them. Hello, Anita. So good to see you. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hopefully you're staying warm, though. I don't think anybody in the country is warm, actually. Am I wrong about that? Maybe California. Some of my followers from California said they're pretty comfy over there, but oh, you need 2025. Okay, sounds good. Cindy, I can totally put that in with your I'll throw you some letters, some numbers with your kit order. How's that? Let me make a note. Let me make a note. Cindy, 2025. Same size as the numbers, as the letters. If you're going to order the kit today, let me know what numbers you would like. Cindy gave us a new task to have, or a new, you know what, I'm going to put this, maybe I won't do these in green. We're going to leave those in the other color. Okay. Hi, Jane. Chicago is cold. I bet it's always cold. Arizona's nice. Supposed to be 80. Oh my gosh, almost 80. Jealous. I would love for it to be 80 all the live long day. I would say 85 in Texas only because it's windy, so sometimes 80 and it's not very humid. So to me, 80's not even super warm. Hold, please. All right, so I got the word strength. We're going to put the word sage on here. I'm just going to line them all up. I need my E. Will do, Cindy. And then I'll throw those in with your kit. No problem. No problem. All right, so sage for strength. We got rosemary for comfort. How are you, Charlotte Zepp? And then the word faithful, rosemary for faithfulness is what it says. And then I'll show you my plan for this. Okay. Hang on. My floral is stuck to the table here, which I do not appreciate. Okay, and then we have parsley for comfort is what it is. Parsley for comfort. We're not going to use the word for, but all the words will come with these different cutouts, okay? just staying in and keeping. Hey, as long as you're keeping warm with all this crazy weather going on. Jen, I mentioned that if you want them both, you can just type the word kit. They're together. If you buy them from me today, what did I say? 30. Otherwise, they're going to be listed separately for this month coming up. For the girl, the smaller one is 16, and the big male bunny is 17. If you get them on Etsy later. Okay, if you want them for me today, together both, you're going to get them both for 30. Hi, Lena. How are you? Hi, Kathleen. All right, what am I looking for? Let me get out my squeegees. We're using 2 colors. For the... Is this what I planned? Hang on, let me think about this. Okay, we're using 2 colors. We're using Meadow and we're using Nominee. Okay. For the herb names, I'm going to use Meadow. Okay, so we're going to do rosemary. You could use any green you like. Got a little too much paste on here. Okay, and then we're just going to lift. I got everything is like, there we go. All right, so here's our rosemary. Isn't that cute? All right, rosemary. And then for all of the, I'm going to call them spiritual words, we're going to do a Nominee. Well, I'm not staying warm. I spent an hour in my garage doing my orders from for my laser business, and it was not warm. It is extremely cold out there. I have a space heater out there, but it was not enough this morning. Not for my hands anyway. Okay. And then we're going to do these in Nominee. Isn't that so pretty? You can ask 1,000 questions, Jen. Ask away. That's why I'm here. Ask 1,000 questions. If I can answer them, I will. Hopefully I didn't miss one. Hopefully I didn't miss one. All right, then same for these. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the herb name in Meadow. Now, I was thinking you could do this on 3 or 4. This is the problem. I got a Nancy here. Hang on. I shed a lot. Anyhow, you could do these on all separate planters if you want. I have decided to put these on one. All right, there's our word parsley. This one is coming a little bit separate. And then we'll do the word comfort in our Nominee. Hit that heart button, guys. Sprinkle the video if you can. Here's our comfort. Hi, Lori. How have you been? Lena, did you get more snow? One of my designers sent a picture of just absolute, I don't even know. We're going to do the leaves. I know this is going to be controversial. We're going to do these leaves in gold. But just hold your horses until you see it all done. We'll see if we like it like this at the end. For me, I tend to think outside the box a little bit. But even for me, having these leaves gold is a little much. So I get it if this is going to bother you. But we're going to try it. Crafting's supposed to be fun, guys. Just play with it. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself while you're doing it, right? It's about the process. Yeah, this is such a good one. I love it because you can do it. Okay, what do I like about this? You can do it for how it comes. Sage for strength, whatever. Or you can take those, I'm going to call them spiritual, powerful words. Strength, courage, comfort, faithfulness. And do so much with those, you know, from a spiritual standpoint. And then, if you're a gardener or whatever, you can also, for your kitchen, use these other words, or your patio or whatever. You can use them separate or together is my point. I love when a transfer has versatility to it. I have a little trouble with the ones that I can't see more than one use for. It would be when I'm looking at which ones I want to get, I look to see, you know, what else besides what they're showing me can I do with them. So when I'm here, I'm trying to show that for you. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys. I know I get inspiration from other people too, so I like to get the most value for each design. Warm here. Oh, it's warm in Idaho. What? 7 inches of snow, 11 degrees. Ugh. Why is it warmer in Idaho than it is in Texas? Who said that to you? Lori, why is it warmer where you are? Thank you, Patricia, than it is in Texas. It doesn't seem right. That just seems very wrong to me. Okay. Anyhow, let me show you my idea. Proud grandma, grandson made honor roll. Yay! And they did a wax. Oh, yeah, my son did that before, too. It's taking. Oh, that's so awesome. Jen, what wax museum character person is it he or she? Is she? Which wax museum person? When Joe did it, he was like, I don't know what the options were, but he was Gordie Howe, I think. He's a sports kid, though. Those gifted kids are so fun. A lot of my students in kindergarten, okay, it's not official, but a lot of them are probably going to end up in the gifted program. To me, those kind of kids, they learn differently. Their brains think differently. And it's fun to kind of stretch their minds a little bit. I agree. It's going to be almost 60 today in Utah. It's weird. Well, you know what, Shasta? Enjoy it, because that's what we should be. And I'm not going to lie. I am a little salty about it. I know it's short-lived. We will be 60, I think, in the next 10 days, but still. Come on now. All right, let me just check my edges. I know I didn't paint super great today. So I'm just taking a black marker, because this will be somewhat noticeable. Of course, I didn't do it at all on the bottom where you're not going to see it. I only tend to paint where you're going to see it on some of these. It's like the top edge is the most important spot, I feel like. My granddaughter did, oh, Lucille Ball, how fun. I love that. That is fun. Boy, that was a lot of years ago. You guys, Joe is, speaking of my son, he's sick. And I love him, but he's not a good patient either. But as he gets older, he's maybe listening to me a little more. But he's got a fever and he feels terrible, and I told him it's going around. Some of my kids were out for like a week with a fever, and now they're coughing like crazy. And of course, I told them all the things, you know, take your vitamins and drink fluids and your, you know, medication and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, he's 27. He's either going to do it or he's not at this point. Yes, I'm not saying he's not actually sick. I'm saying he just doesn't handle it well. He's a very tough kid, but when he gets a little bit sick, all that toughness goes out the wayside. But he did call me, because he did want a little sympathy and some advice, which he never asked for advice. So, look, we've grown. All right, did I take care of this one? And this one is fine if I didn't already do it. Poor kid. I said, do I need to call you in 3 hours and remind you to take ibuprofen? He's like, no. He will feel better soon, but Simone Biles. Yes, she is. What does that have to do? I must have missed. Oh, that's who she is going to be. Oh, never mind. Jen, that's so cool. Okay, so we're going to take our box. If you just got here, I've changed this box up a bunch of times. I think I got it, and I've got moss in it. I think I bought it at Walmart, but it could have been Hobby Lobby. I really don't remember, and I apologize for not remembering. But this is one of those things that I have changed. I've had this box for 4 years because I did do this in my first year at Chalk. Somewhere in the live land, if they weren't deleted, you would have seen this. Okay, so I'm going to do these letters like this. Okay. And then we're going to put the other strength, we're going to call them whatever I've been calling them, spiritual words, on the other side, all in one. So we're going to get 2 looks out of this. Okay, so here's our word rosemary. Summer's going to be rough. Yes, I know you guys need, thank you guys, I know you need the rain and all the things, right? So your summers aren't bad. I don't know what's up with the cold though. We had a very cold December. Okay, I could be wrong, but from what I remember, before Christmas, it was super cold, and then Christmas was super warm, even though we were not here. That is my understanding, is that Christmas was super warm here. And then we're back to this extreme, did I do this yet? Super cold. So it's kind of like extremes around here. And I may give my husband the job of actually planting these things in here. Like I said, you could do this idea on like 3 or 4 different containers with these words. Mine's going to be more decorative. That doesn't seem, there we go. It is very hard to do this upside down. Let me flip this. I like using this wood glue because it gives me a little play. Not a lot, it does glue pretty quick. Okay, so here's this side. And yes, you said the water bill. I think my water bill is going to be high because we had to run our pipes run our water for so long. Let's see, should we do, for just the freeze, should we do faithfulness in the middle? I think that looks better. just trying to decide what looks better. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you 2 looks here. Okay, the only way these are gonna stay on is if I put them a little bit on the metal. Okay, so I'm thinking what we're gonna do is this. Comfort, faithfulness, which is not an easy thing, especially when times are tough, you guys. Faithfulness can be, that's when the challenge comes, is when you're having adversity. I know for me, I get in my head or something goes wrong. I forget to turn it over. That's what you gotta do, is turn it over. But that's easy to forget sometimes. By the way, congratulations on earning the cruise. Thank you, Jane Reed. One out of only 11 people earned the incentive trip this year. I was one of those 11. Thank you so much for saying that. Appreciate you. I am a little nervous about it, actually. I've never been on a cruise before, so. But thank you. Unless you put leaves on the ends. Yeah, you could put the, you know what? You could have. I could have put a leaf here and a leaf here. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay, here's this side. Okay. And then, thank you for the hearts. All right, I'm just looking back at, okay. Then I just have, you know, some Dollar Tree greenery that I'm gonna put in here. And I actually really like this particular greenery from the Dollar Tree. I've had it a long time and I've put it in many different things. So if you find it at yours, it holds up well. And I actually feel like it looks like, I don't know, it looks like greenery. Doesn't look cheesy. I'm just gonna put this in randomly in different spots. I've got a little foam in here under this. Thank you. I like this. But you could actually grow, you know, sage and thyme. I am not I do not have a green thumb, as was established earlier. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I hope so. I just get to be, I'm proud to earn it and to be able to take my husband on this cruise, because I say this every year. You guys, when I started with Chalk, I didn't even know you could earn a trip. Okay, I just wanted to earn a little extra money so I didn't have to teach like extra classes at school, which I had been doing. And then I grew and learned at the leadership event. Oh, look at these little strawberries that I made a long time ago. You see that? These are made out of, guys, these are from one of the clubs that I made. I chalked the design and stuffed them with like stuffing material. Anyway, I'm just proud to be able to, I learned that you could take these trips or you could earn them, and I told him, I'm going to earn this trip for you. And he's like, okay. And I tell this every year, but I did. That first year, I earned it, and I was so proud to say, look, we're going on a trip that I earned. How can I get on your second page? Patricia Brown, what do you mean? My VIP group? I grow all those herbs plus thyme. Oh, see, Lena, you need this transfer. You mean the VIP group, Patricia? You, as long as you're not a designer, you can just type, if you type VIP, if you've not gotten a mini chat from me today, a message from me on this post, type VIP. If you've not already done the keyword, type VIP, and you will get a link to my VIP group. Make sure you answer all of the questions. But if you're a designer, I can't let you in there. So that's the only thing. I know you've bought from me before, but you know, that's just a general rule for everyone. If you have to answer the questions, and you have to, there's only 3 questions. They're very easy. Oh, my Etsy page. Oh, well, there you go. That's my 3rd page. Look at this. You type it, if you type the keyword, which is strength, and go, so you just got a message already. So you type the word Etsy, that's one way. And that will take go to Messenger, and it will take you directly to my Etsy page. If you are a designer hobbyist, what about it? Cindy, if you end up joining as a designer on my team, I allow my team to be there. It's against the rules, but I allow my own team to be in my VIP group. But as a designer, whether you're a hobbyist or you build the business, you should not be in anyone else's VIP groups. That's against the rules. Thank you, guys. So for instance, if you are my designer and you watch Debbie Westbrook's, you should not be in her VIP group because that's against chalk policy. Okay, but I mean, I let my people in there, but in my own, but you should not be in any others. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you love these ideas. There's idea 1. Here is idea 2. 2 different vibes. I think they're cute. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye.